Namaste. Let us solve a problem on power requirement. Here we have a problem. A pair of spur gears with 20-degree full depth involute teeth consists of a 20 teeth pinion meshing with a 41 teeth gear. The module is 3 mm while the face width is 40 mm. The material for pinion as well as gear is steel with an ultimate tensile strength of 600 MPa. The gears are heat treated to a surface hardness of 400 Bhn. The pinion rotates at 1450 rpm and the service factor for the application is 1.75. Assume the velocity factor accounts for the dynamic load and the factor of safety is 1.5. Determine the rated power that the gears can transmit. Actually, this is one of the examinations problem. Data given: pressure angle alpha at 20 degree. The tooth form is full depth involute. Number of teeth on pinion Z1 is 20 and number of teeth on gear Z2 is 41. Module M is 3 mm and face width B is 40 mm. Ultimate strength of the material is 600 Newton per millimeter squared. Bhn is 400. Speed of pinion is 1450 rpm. Service factor CS is equal to 1.75. CV, velocity factor need to be considered and factor of safety is 1.5. Solution. So note here allowable static stress is not given. Instead, ultimate tensile strength of the material is given. Allowable static stress may be taken as 1/3 of ultimate tensile strength. So please note the factor of safety 1.5 given here is factor of safety FOS is equal to governing strength divided by effective load or effective force. It's not for considering the allowable static stress. Please note that this allowable static stress can be obtained by dividing ultimate tensile strength by 3. That is the usual way of obtaining allowable static stress. Say allowable static stress sigma d is equal to 1/3 of sigma ut, which gives us a 200 Newton per millimeter square. That is 600 by 3 gives us a 200 Newton per millimeter square. Here allowable static stress of pinion and gear is same 200 Newton per millimeter square because same material is used for both pinion and gear. Since both pinion and gear are made of same material, pinion governs the design. The rated power is governed by the smaller of the following: dynamic strength and wear strength. Dynamic strength Fs is given as sigma d B y m, equation 12.16, page 208. Here sigma d is known, B is known, module is given, and capital Y is pi into y, that is nothing but pi y1. So y1 is equal to 0.154 minus 0.912 by 20 for full depth involute teeth. 20 is the number of teeth on a pinion, which gives us y1 is equal to 0.1084. Therefore, dynamic strength Fs is equal to 200, that is sigma d, 40 is face width, and pi into 0.1084 into module 3, which gives us Fs is equal to 8173.17 Newton. So let us find out wear strength or wear load. Fw is equal to d1 bqk, equation 12.15a on page 208. D1 pitch diameter of the pinion, that's equal to m into Z1. M is 3 and Z1 is 20, so 60 mm. And B is 40 mm given. Q is ratio factor, that is 2 into Z2 by Z2 plus Z1. 2 into 41 by 41 plus 20 gives us 1.344. And we need to find out K, load stress factor K. For BHN 400, and so we need to consider steel pinion and steel gear because it's given same material. So we have this 400 BHN in that particular table. This combination is there. So in order to obtain 400 BHN, we need to consider this 450 plus 350 by 2 is 400. 400 for BHN, 400 for gear separately. It's not there in the table. That's why we need to consider this. So for that particular combination, we have K value is 2.344, table 12.16. So substitute that value of K, low stress factor, into expression for wear strength or wear load. So we have here Fw is equal to 60 into 40 into 1.344 into 2.344, which gives us 7,560.80 Newton. We see that Fw is less than Fs, that is wear strength is less than the dynamic strength. So hence wear strength is the criterion to calculate rated power. Also we know that factor of safety is equal to Fw by F effective. This is actually the governing strength divided by effective force or effective load, or F effective is equal to Fw by factor of safety, which gives us 5040.54 Newton. Also we have F effective is equal to Ft by Cv. Actually we need to find out Ft because to find out P, Ft is very much necessary. Even otherwise can also be calculated using MT, torque equation MT. You know that torque equation MT. So there also you can find out power, because torque MT is equal to 9.55 into 10 to the power of 6 into power divided by speed is there. Using that one also you can find out. We have been using Ft, so we are using this expression. Ft in other problems also we are using, that's why we are considering Ft here also. So Cv is 3.05 by 3.05 plus V, because velocity is 4.555 meter per second. So this equation is suitable because velocity is less than 8 meter per second. So Cv is equal to 0.4010. Therefore Ft is equal to F effective into Cv. Ft is 2021.26 Newton. So this equation is 12.7a, page 205. Already you are familiar with this equation. So Ft is equal to 1000 into P into Cs by V. P is power. Therefore power is equal to Ft into V by 1000 into Cs, 2021.26 into V, velocity 4.555 divided by 1000 into Cs 1.75 gives us the P is equal to 5.26 kilowatt. Is the rated power required. Thank you.